It all started late one afternoon when the woman of the house came home from work and stepped into her bedroom. Scattered across the floor and even on the freshly laundered sheets were bright red camellia blossoms. The same thing happened the next morning and the day after that. Some days she'd find a single flower. Other times, two would appear in different spots, like on the porch or right by the front door. At first, a sense of confusion filled the home. When her partner returned from work, she smiled and said, "Thanks for the flowers, they're beautiful." But he just gave her a blank stare. "What flowers? What do you mean?" "I didn't buy any flowers," he replied. They looked at each other, both amused and a bit mystified. Who was this secret admirer sneaking into the garden, picking the finest camellias, and placing them so delicately inside the house? The mystery was finally solved on a harsh winter night. Around that time, a stray cat had been wandering the neighborhood. She had a scruffy coat, but her eyes were full of soul. That night, the temperature dropped well below freezing. Sitting inside, the woman heard a persistent meowing coming from the bedroom window facing the backyard. It didn't sound like the usual cry of a hungry stray. It sounded like a plea. Unable to leave the little creature out in the cold, she decided to open the door, and what she saw took her breath away. There stood the cat in the dim yellow light, clutching a fresh camellia firmly in her mouth. The moment the door opened, she walked in with total confidence, dropped the flower on the floor as a greeting gift, and nonchalantly hopped onto the bed. That was the moment the woman realized, so this is our secret romantic. They named her Fidy. From that night on, Fidy was no longer a stray. She chose to stay, turning the house into her own little kingdom. Fighty had a particular fondness for spending time in the garden, where the camellia bushes were in full bloom. She seemed captivated by their scent. The way Fighty picked the flowers was remarkable. She never scratched or crushed them. Instead, she would instinctively and skillfully nip the stem, carrying the bloom inside as a ritual of gratitude. After taking Fidy in, her owners took her for a checkup and discovered she wasn't microchipped, but she was pregnant. Instead of being overwhelmed, they decided to go on this journey with her. Throughout her pregnancy, Fidy remained incredibly calm, snuggling between her two owners every night to feel safe. When the time came, she trusted them so much that she chose their very own bed to bring her kittens into the world. Witnessing that moment, her owners felt a bond with Fidy that was stronger than ever. Once the kittens were old enough, a local rescue group helped find them kind forever homes. Fidy was then spayed and began her life as a pampered lady of the house. Sometime later, the family moved to a new home. In a strange twist of fate, the new house had a garden with nearly 10 large camellia bushes. As if it were destiny, Fidy picked up right where she left off. Every morning, she trots out to the garden, selects the most beautiful camellia, and brings it back to lay at her owner's feet. The owner later looked up the meaning of the flower and was deeply moved to learn that in the language of flowers, the camellia symbolizes devotion and deep appreciation. Fidy might not know the dictionary definition, but she understands it perfectly with her heart. To the woman, Fidy isn't just a pet, she's a soulmate. The daily flowers are a beautiful bonus, but the love and trust Fidy gives them is the real, priceless gift.